So Ghosty on Twitter has asked, in terms of your current update plan, what comes next? So I guess the most basic answer to that is, at the moment we're just planning to balance the game, bug fix, optimization, basically things we've been doing since launch. We're focused on sort of player requests, optimizing the game and sort of fine-tuning unit balance. And we're doing that as fast as possible. We just want to get the fixes out there really. Beyond that, Crusader 2 is obviously a hugely important game to us. We have numerous feature updates planned. We're going to start off with smaller player requested things like Stronghold, advanced multiplayer options that harken back to Stronghold 1. Steam Workshop support is obviously planned as well. We've got classic Crusader 1 maps coming. We're going to have 8 AI characters, 8 additional ones, which are going to come as DLC, and they'll have some content with them as well. Beyond that, it's really just, whatever we kind of hope to do. I mean, we've got loads of new modes planned, but it's definitely that kind of thing where we want to know we're going to deliver it before we kind of announce anything. So This Name Sucks in the Steam forums has asked, all downloadable content for Crusader 2 be free? First off, fantastic name. To answer your question, the majority of new content updates for the game will be free. If you already own the game on Steam, your client will automatically download the new content as soon as you sign in. After that, you're just ready to go. We are planning some DLC for the game, specifically AI characters and the sort of content that comes with them. Right now, this is the only DLC we're planning to charge any money for. Since we feel these characters qualify as extra content that kind of sits on top of the game, including things as a free DLC, we're just going to be looking at free game modes and all that kind of stuff, because it kind of just augments the experience rather than sort of sitting on the side as extra content, and we think that this way of working makes the most sense. So Peter on Facebook has asked, will the pre-order campaigns, Delivering Justice and Freedom Fighters, ever become available for everyone? So you can actually still get one of these mini campaigns by picking up a physical copy of the game in certain countries and certain territories. Regarding the digital version, right now we don't have any plans to release the pre-order campaigns as DLC or in an update, because we want the people that pre-ordered the game to have something special. The good news is that we will be releasing new single player content in the future, and there will be more on that coming soon. So Destiworld on Twitter has asked, when will the Mac version be released? So we want this to happen as much as you do, obviously. The simple truth is that we only have a handful of coders on any of our games at any one time. So, for that to happen, we have to have one person shift entirely onto that project. And we just don't know how long it's going to take at the moment, so we can't release any information. We may have like a single person working on the port at a time, so we need sort of time to prepare sort of a stable build before we release anything. But it is at the top of our priorities, and we also hope to get a Linux version out at some point, so ask again at the start of next year. So Dorsky on Twitter has asked us, can we expect a Stronghold Crusader 2 Extreme? So we actually decided fairly on in the development process to keep Crusader 2 grounded in reality. Obviously we've used some artistic license with AI characters, things like the diseased animals at your disposal, but there's no magic in the game. We're quite glad we kept it that way. It's probably worth mentioning that the original Crusader Extreme was released sometime after Crusader 1. So maybe if you ask us again in 2022 or something like that, the answer could well be different. Either way, we've got no current plans for an Extreme version of the game. So Tomps from the Steam forums has asked, where can I upload, download and rate custom user maps? So obviously one of the first things we'll be doing, which we've talked about before, is adding Steam Workshop to the game as a feature update. And this will allow you to easily upload custom maps, share them with the community, and also encourage other players to fire up the map editor and create something of their own. The game is pretty much built with Steam in mind, so we want Workshop to be the platform players use when creating and searching for new content, and to really grow that community online and help the game keep going post-release. This is obviously much easier and more accessible than trawling fan sites, finding a folder, putting it in the correct folder on your hard drive. And it replaces all that with a few clicks, so Workshop is the way we want to go. So Alex Franz IV has asked, will we be able to launch invasions or enemy attacks in sandbox mode? So we have plenty of classic Stronghold features to add to Crusader 2, legacy features from earlier games. Not confirming anything just yet, but the process of adding these kind of modes from earlier games may very well include the ability to launch invasions. We'll be ready to talk about more of this kind of thing in 2015, once the first sort of phase of post-release updates is out of the way, and we've got the balancing, the first main feature update out. But we totally understand that people just want to build a huge castle and watch it withstand a massive attack, so I would say the chances are good. Godzilla8923 on Twitter has asked, will the team be making any more Skirmish Trails? So just like we did for Crusader 1, we will be adding extra single player missions to the game post-launch. I can't tell you exactly the number of missions, when they'll be released, or what form they'll take, but we're definitely planning more content for people who prefer the Skirmish Trails over multiplayer. What I can tell you is that we do have planned things that will come and sort of, go with other content releases. So it won't just be a trail on its own, it'll be something else. And you'll probably have to wait till next year to find out more, but these releases can be expected in 2015.